Alcohol often feels like a small detail in a healthy lifestyle. A drink with dinner, a few glasses on the weekend. Calories are counted. Food choices are careful. Exercise is consistent. Yet fat loss stalls, especially around the midsection. And the question quietly surfaces. Is alcohol slowing everything down? Alcohol doesn't behave like food in the body. It's treated as a toxin that must be cleared first. The moment alcohol enters the bloodstream, metabolism shifts priorities. Fat burning, carbohydrate oxidation, and even protein use are temporarily pushed aside. The body focuses on one goal: get rid of the alcohol as quickly as possible. This is where the conflict begins. While alcohol is being metabolized, fat oxidation drops sharply. The body stops burning fat, not permanently, but decisively. Calories from food eaten alongside alcohol are more likely to be stored, not used. This happens even if total calorie intake hasn't increased. Fat burning doesn't stop because of excess calories. It stops because metabolism is redirected. Alcohol also affects hormones that regulate appetite and energy balance. It lowers inhibitions and dulls hunger signals. Portion sizes increase. Food choices shift toward high-fat, high-salt options. At the same time, alcohol disrupts leptin, the hormone that signals fullness. The brain receives weaker stop signals, making overeating easier without feeling satisfied. Alcohol interferes with sleep, even when it helps you fall asleep faster. Sleep becomes fragmented. Deep restorative sleep is reduced. Poor sleep raises cortisol, worsens insulin sensitivity, and increases cravings the next day. Fat loss becomes harder, not because of the drink itself, but because of what follows. Alcohol also affects muscle recovery. It slows protein synthesis and impairs muscle repair after training. Over time, this can reduce lean mass. Because muscle is metabolically active, losing it lowers resting metabolic rate. Fewer calories are burned at rest, even on non-drinking days. The impact quietly accumulates. Many people respond by cutting calories elsewhere to balance things out. They eat less the next day. They train harder. A restriction combined with alcohol often increases physiological stress. Cortisol rises. Fat storage becomes more likely, especially around the abdomen. The body doesn't see balance. It sees instability. Alcohol doesn't permanently damage metabolism, but it temporarily overrides fat burning every time it's consumed. When drinking is frequent, those pauses add up. Fat loss slows even when everything else looks right on paper. This is why progress can feel confusing and inconsistent. The resolution isn't about elimination. It's about awareness and frequency. Occasional drinking creates short interruptions in fat burning. Regular drinking creates a pattern where fat oxidation rarely has time to dominate. Metabolism works best when interruptions are infrequent and predictable. When alcohol intake is reduced, several things happen quickly. Fat oxidation increases. Sleep quality improves. Insulin sensitivity stabilizes. The body spends more time in a fat-burning state instead of a detox state. Fat loss begins to feel smoother, not forced. Alcohol isn't the villain, it's often made out to be, but it isn't neutral either. It temporarily shifts metabolism away from fat burning and toward damage control. The more often that shift happens, the harder fat loss becomes. The key question isn't whether alcohol is allowed. It's whether your metabolism has enough uninterrupted time to do its job. When fat burning is given priority more often than alcohol processing, progress follows. Alcohol doesn't break metabolism. It pauses it, and how often that pause happens makes all the difference.